go. We back up in her. Someone just closed my garage door.
One of your kids trying to escape.
I think it's my mom.
It's the opposite of closing if they're trying to escape.
They were closing it behind them.
Yeah, they were trying to slow people down from chasing. I'm going to take some time and shut this door.
I was going to say, I think the main objective would be just run.
You just see the garage just slowly get. They're like, come on.
Oh, it got caught on something.
And then you hit the sensor.
Yeah, you're like, damn it.
The one I was looking at with the inspector yesterday, I didn't notice it when we were there, but the garage door sensors that are on the ground, they were taken off. They didn't get rid of them. They just put them right beside the opener and screwed them into the ceiling facing each other. So they're literally just like right up there where if you waved your hand between them, that might stop the door.
That is so dangerous.
Yeah, I was like, what has happened? Why is that there?
They never wanted to ever think about stopping.
Yeah.
Depends how
You could just
forceful the
trip.
reverse is.
Just trip and fall with groceries, lose a leg.
Yeah, I mean, if you hit it, though, like...
Right, most of them reverse.
Yeah, most of
Some
them
of
have
them
that.
you can adjust that
You want to find out?
amount of tension.
No, I don't want to risk that.
Yeah. It's an industrial strength one. It's going to just cut you in half.
Great.
There's no stop. It's closing. I don't
Works.
know. So I'm going to have to figure out something with my volume because it was not great last time.
Well, it's very loud, but I know that that's just the headphone thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like when on the recording last time, for some reason, I was more quiet than y'all, even though visually I could see that I was pretty close to this. So I don't know what was going on, but I just cranked it up just a hair. Well, it's maxed out. But
You were in a
whatever.
mellow mood.
I guess. I don't know.
I think you're fixed.
Now I think you're ready to roll. You're ready for blood.
Yeah, we're good.
Yes.
He's in a great
Yes.
mood. This should be awesome.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
These people are just stressing me out.
I'm not helping.
I'm going to try to wake up. Okay.
If you stop drinking decaf,
I'm gonna try to wake up.
Yeah. Put some real caffeine in your
I was
system.
gonna say, that's,
She had a shot.
Yeah.
I had a gulp.
That little Alani would do it. That's 100 milligrams. That's like a cup of coffee.
I got one over there.
yeah, that's all she needs.
I don't know. I don't know that caffeine does a ton for me.
Tried to give it to Tyler. He's like, no, I've already got one that's got 5,000.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that I'm undiagnosed ADHD because I could drink a crap ton of caffeine and take a nap.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I drink these. It's not like they keep me going.
270.
Yeah. The Bangs have
How much does a
like,
cup of coffee have?
like 90. Is that what we said? We did
Yeah,
this.
I think it was like 90
We did this last time. I think it was like 90.
for 8 ounces. So you're
Like a true cup.
yeah.
It was basically
Well,
equivalent.
that's pretty close then.
I think that's 16 ounces, but
Yeah.
it's probably double.
Yeah.
But it whatever you were drinking last time, it was literally what a cup of coffee would have been.
Yeah. Because the Monster was 180, 160.
Yeah, it was 16 ounce. So
It's probably in the fine print.
I just
below
don't
the
like those fruity ones. The
ingredients.
ones I like are the coffee, and those
150.
are like
150. Okay.
Yeah.
a lot of calories.
Yeah, because they can't just
Damn.
make it coffee flavored.
I
It's
don't
gonna
like.
be-
I like the coffee flavored ones. I don't like the fruity flavored ones.
Well, I love the coffee flavor ones, but they're full of everything, like
Yeah.
sugar and
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
might be 0 calories, but they're some of them.
I switched to diet sodas a long time ago, and I've seen zero effect. Like it's not like I lost weight because of it. So I don't know what the.
Well, you're not drinking 6 in a day.
Yeah,
either.
but I was
you're
gonna say-
you're milking that one all day.
How many
I-
Cokes? Like if you drank a Coke
Most
back
people.
in the day, how many Cokes would you have a day?
I don't know, 3.
I mean, back in the restaurant business days, that's hard to judge because.
Yeah.
Well,
You know.
that's totally different.
Yeah.
I feel like your drinks have to be really flat when you're drinking them, as long as it takes you to drink them.
I do. Like I nurse drinks all
Oh,
day.
sorry.
I was like, wait, what?
About
Does he open them on purpose? He's like, I'm gonna leave that there for 4 hours.
30 minutes after I open
Yeah.
a drink, I'm done with it because it's too flat.
I literally opened one,
Dang.
and I opened one yesterday when I was leaving the house.
Says the
Took
girl
like
that
3
used to
swigs,
keep her
put
Mountain
it in the
Dew
fridge,
in
came
the
back, got it later.
car.
Well, the Mountain Dew being sealed in
During
the
a
car,
lighter?
Yeah.
Warm.
it's a different temperature, but it's still
Room
got fizz.
temperature.
I need fizz.
I bet that was
It wasn't great.
flavored
But
water.
I drank it anyway. But
What
Yeah.
was it? Left it in the fridge?
Yeah, he said he took like 2 sips, left it in the fridge, came back later and finished it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know a lot of people that do that.
Like I did it before I left for work,
Dexter,
and I'm
I
like,
bet,
I'll
does
get that
that.
later.
Ew.
That's a psycho. Luigi
Ew.
probably does that
Yeah.
when he has his espresso.
Where is he at, and how do I get arrested?
He's in jail.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's being extradited to New York as we speak.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for keeping me up to date on world events. So,
Somebody has to.
Couple days behind, but we'll catch you up.
yeah, now I know what people are talking about. I've had a few conversations where I'm like, a little over my head, but sure.
You
just play along.
nod.
Yeah.
Smile and nod.
I know what we're talking about, sure.
Yeah, of course. Okay, well, hi and welcome to the Y'all Ain't Right podcast. I'm Brittany. I'm here with Nick, Tyler, and Todd. And today we're talking about cold. Because cold has been on the brain, even though ironically enough, today is almost 70 degrees, but that's Tennessee for you.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be cold. I started up my truck and
Yeah.
let it warm up, walked outside and was like, I should have known when it was foggy out that it got warm.
I put my jacket on, went to take the dog out, and I was like, I don't need this today.
Wait till you walk out now. It's even warmer. I ran to my car to get the tripod and I was like,
And it's been raining, so it's gross and
oh, is it
sticky.
raining? I didn't even know it was raining.
No.
And your pocket donut.
That was on the counter out in the foyer.
I totally believed it.
I don't know if they were for me or not, but they were there.
I'm taking one.
Yeah.
The manager's meeting was over, so I figured they had already picked through them.
He walked in with that donut, and I was like, did you just pull that out of your pocket?
Yeah, they for the manager meeting, they do status dough. For us, they do Krispy Kreme.
There's
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
2 boxes out there.
Yeah.
At least do
I can't
Richie
complain
Kreme.
about a
I was gonna
Krispy
say,
Kreme,
yeah.
though.
I mean, they're fine, but I mean,
I think those
Come
get
on.
dropped off by Krispy Kreme a lot of times too.
Probably.
oh yeah, she orders them for delivery.
And we're right down the road, so.
Man, oh man. I
Promo.
stopped there one time when I was pregnant, and Brett had my location. And he just so
Did he?
happened to check.
He's like, what are you doing there?
That's
Because I would always
hilarious.
get stuff while I was out and about so that I wouldn't have to also get him something to save a little money. And I was eating a lot. And he calls me. He's like, what are you doing at Krispy Kreme? He's like, are you bringing me some?
That's when you send him the picture of like the 6 donuts that you've smushed down into like a biteable size.
I'm
And
just
you're
having
like,
one.
I'm just having one. And you send him a picture and it's layered. It's like half a dozen. You're like, it counts as one if they're stuck together.
I was like,
It's
listen, I
nachos.
just stopped here one time. I'm pregnant. It's right next to my work. I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Talk about being busted there.
Yeah.
At least you weren't like with your boyfriend or something.
Dang.
Yes. Getting donuts with my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Why is your GPS off?
Hot date at the Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that.
Right.
Like that sounds like a good date to me.
So how much do you know about snow?
I know it happens.
It falls from the sky and it's white, kinda.
You know anything about snowflakes?
No tour.
They're
alike.
all individually unique.
Yeah, that.
Technically, yes. But did you know that all snowflakes have 6 sides?
I did not know that.
I think I knew that in passing.
Back, yeah, I was gonna
but
say, but I don't know. If
never
that-
You
really
knew that in
focused.
passing?
Like they
Where
talked
do you
about
hear
it.
that in passing?
When you learn about them being unique, like they're all 6 sides. But I didn't think that was irrelevant. I thought that was irrelevant. The fact that each one's unique, I was like, no way.
I know if you zoom in on one really, really far, you'll see Whoville.
That's true. That's true. You see the Grinch like up on the peak.
Yeah.
That's where my brain was going. I didn't know yours was going there too.
I knew they were all unique, and I guess to some extent I kind of knew they had the same amount of sides. But the unique thing is what it gets me. Like, how in the world? How do we find that out? Like, who took the time to study that? I'm a study snowflake.
And how did they do it without
I'm a
them
delicately do
like
it.
melting? Like, were they in a freezer when they were doing it? I don't.
Like, don't sneeze, don't breathe, don't do anything.
One individual snowflake.
Those are the kind of facts like I question. I'm like,
Yeah.
is that even like?
They probably looked at 6 of them and they were like, well,
Yeah, they caught a handful. They're like,
Odds are.
oh, those
Yeah.
are all different.
Yeah. We don't know what snow is here in the
who's
South.
following up to check on that? not a one.
I was going to say, I'm at 1,100,000, and I've
You could tell me anything. I'm not following up to fact check it. I'm going to go around telling everybody I know.
Yeah, just really start to think about that. There's no way.
No.
I think there is a way. I mean, all
Some-
humans look different.
But how do you determine that without literally investigating every snowflake?
Statistics. The guy got to 20 and was like, none of them are alike. We're good. They're all different.
That had to have been what it was.
Yeah,
like
I
a
mean-
small sample size in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. Like
Might be like 10,000, but
one in infinity is, I don't know.
The idea that no two snowflakes are alike stems from the almost infinite number of possible variations in their formation.
Yeah.
but what does that mean?
Something about the way they
Temperature,
crystallize.
humidity, and wind affect how
So they're talking
snowflakes
about like when the
grow.
precipitation actually passes through and turns to a snowflake. That's
Even
what they're
tiny
saying.
changes in
Okay, I could see
temperature affect complex growth patterns,
I think you nailed it. Like the
Yeah.
crystallization of
mathematics and combinations.
It is, you can't guarantee that.
Like-
okay, okay, that makes sense.
I'm sure we've all seen some kind of a slow-mo thing of like ice forming.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what
It's all
I've
that.
been.
Well, it's
Yeah.
That makes sense then.
theoretically possible for two snowflakes to be
knew
identified.
it.
The odds are so low that it's practically impossible for it to happen.
I knew it.
So it's improbable, but not impossible.
Correct. Back
So you're
in the
saying there's a
1900s, William Wilson Bentley photographed thousands on thousands of snowflakes
Sounds like a fun job.
Yeah, that's
in a decade.
Sounds horrible.
okay. So he didn't do it in a weekend.
No, he spent a decade from
Okay.
1800s and 1900s.
Good God. Wait,
Camera quality.
1800s to 1900? That's a
That's what it
century.
said.
A decade. What?
1899 to
William in the late
1901
1800s.
is 2 years.
Yeah, 1800s.
Oh.
Late 1800s.
Yeah, okay. You just said 1800s to
Well,
1900s. I'm like,
I didn't
pretty
see
sure
the late
that's
part. I was trying to summarize.
Okay. I was like,
Thank you
pretty
very
sure
much.
that's a century, man.
It's an old camera guy.
Early 1900s, then it says. I don't know why they didn't give
Those
a
were our
better-
heyday, Todd.
Yeah.
And the cameras back then, they would have had the old flash.
Well, you had to
Oh, yes.
chemical.
The-
It took
yeah.
an hour to process one. So yeah, it wasn't like you could
Golly.
take 1,000 pictures in one
So it
day.
might have taken a century.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Moral of the story is
it was a decade.
God.
They're supposed to be unique. Supposedly.
Oh, were we going somewhere with that?
and also I know that you don't want to eat yellow snow, but snow you also might not want to eat regular snow because snow needs bacteria in order to form.
Yeah. It's got to have some kind of
Yeah, there's so much
material.
bacteria in our guts.
Gross.
Also, pollutants. Like they always say, don't eat the first snow. That's the old wives' tale. But like realistically, it's not like that one snow filtered the air.
Yeah,
I was
it's
gonna
like
say.
it wipes out all the pollutants up there, and it's like the rest are good.
It's
It's like
clean.
Lysol.
It's clean now.
And I don't care what they say. I will still go out there, scoop it up, and make snow cream and eat it.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna
Snow
say
cream?
Snow cream, yeah. You've never had snow cream. You live in the South.
It doesn't
Oh.
snow a ton.
That's why it's so rare.
that's why you do it.
Snow
Yeah.
cream.
It's a Southern delicacy.
What is it?
Be careful.
Snow cream.
What do you put in there?
Stuff.
Cream.
Ah,
I don't ask questions. Yeah. What's like an egg, vanilla, cream, sugar.
Basically, what you use to make ice cream.
You whisk it all together and you kind of make snow into ice cream. Yeah.
It's like making snow whipped cream.
so you could literally make ice cream any day, but then you're like, you know what?
But
I'm
it's
going to
not
use
snow.
something with a bunch of bacteria.
You
in
make it out of the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah. But you got to scoop it like the top layer off so you don't get the bird poop and stuff.
That's right.
Yeah. Get it off the top of your car.
You're really not selling this.
I was gonna say, the bird could have came along before.
Yeah.
Well, that's just like moose tracks. It's
extra
like the special
extra flavoring.
Yeah, it's like layered in there.
You got to get it while it's fresh, though. Like after it just laid, that way you can, get it
It's
without
like
all the stuff. in it.
Any
Cookies and cream.
any great meal has multiple layers of flavor.
Yeah.
and
Texture. and-
Texture.
It's all layered in there. It's like cookies and cream or chocolate
Look.
chip cookie dough.
I know a few years ago, Mayfield decided to make snow cream ice cream, so you could go to the store and
Yeah, I
buy
remember
it.
that.
vanilla.
Yeah. It was a little different than
No, they
just
had a
regular,
bunch of snowflakes all over it,
Yeah. And the flavor wasn't quite just vanilla.
Marketing.
and they were not
Yeah.
unique.
That's literally a marketing. It was genius.
They
They
were
just
printed the same.
Took their vanilla ice cream and put it in a different box, and there you go.
like I said, vanilla.
But
Not
it's snow
vanilla.
cream.
Okay, so we
I
have
bet there wasn't any zero
Do you
snow
think
in
chocolate
it.
snow
I
cream
bet they did.
is
Did they call it
chocolate?
snow cream though?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
called snow.
That's false advertising.
Do you think chocolate snow cream is chocolate ice cream? No. It's snow cream.
Doesn't
Yeah,
even snow.
never heard of chocolate snow cream.
I don't know that I would eat the chocolate snow cream if I were eating snow cream.
You can't see all the things.
Seems a little.
It's probably a bunch of car exhaust and road spray.
Oh my god, that's the best part.
That's the best part.
Especially after they salt the roads.
Yeah, no,
Ooh, it's a salted caramel snow cream. Okay.
No.
What do they
jeez.
use now though?
you get the little crunchy bits.
Don't they use like it's not salt.
Some places uses like a beet juice. Like I don't know what
Wait,
they
what?
use. Yeah, they use a
What?
beet juice
For the roads?
Yeah,
He's making this.
So it
crap
looks like a
up.
bloody mess all over the road.
I don't know if if it's red or not, but
Why would beet juice? What?
Google it.
Salt?
Google
What? I'm sorry. My mind is
Beet juice.
no.
Beet.
No.
Beet. No.
Yeah.
Beet juice
You just Google beet juice.
melts snow. I mean, isn't that just like pouring water on? What?
Yeah, I don't understand. I know they use
I think
that.
it's the sugars.
I know they use the chemicals.
Oh,
that
they mix
spray.
it with a salt brine. Okay. So they mix it with salt. So just dump salt.
Yeah.
Like
Is
I don't
that-
understand.
Maybe it's like a cheaper extender, like it makes it go farther. I don't
Well,
know.
it says the unassuming sugar beet makes a big difference when it comes to battling
Sugar content of the
weather.
beet juice lowers the freezing point.
You mix the sugar with the salt brine.
I didn't say it was 100% beet juice.
Why don't we just
Well,
spray
you just
the
said
road?
beet juice. I just assumed they were out there with like a tin of beet juice. And they're just like, here you go. It's like, just dump salt.
You'll see Todd out there with like a family-sized can of beets, pouring it on his
He's
steps.
just like, yeah, he's just like bringing beets out. Give me the juice.
I do not eat beets.
I don't like beets.
It's like eating a can of dirt.
I like
Yeah.
the juice.
Incredibly earthy.
Never liked beets.
Even like pickled beets. Like
Yeah, especially pickled. I don't like pickled eggs. I don't like pickled beets.
But you're always in a pickle.
Yep, I'm always in a pickle. I don't even like pickles.
What's the?
I like pickled onions.
You know what's weird is that Brett doesn't eat anything. But
How's
the
this
one,
weird? We've been over this.
but the one thing that he's like okay with that you wouldn't expect are pickles.
Okay, yeah, I didn't
I
see
don't
that
like
coming.
he doesn't. He does like pickles, or
Yeah,
okay.
he'll eat pickles.
I love pickles. I'll eat them straight out of a jar. Like
It's weird.
It's very weird for me. Like the pickle has to be a certain thickness. It can't be too thick or else I'm out. And it has to only be on a burger. I can't do it on a sandwich or anything. Can't eat them plain. Like those people that eat like the beer and or the butter, bread and butter pickle. Is that?
oh yeah, the bread and butter pickles. Those are like the
spears.
sweet.
I mean, just well, no.
No, I mean they
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I
eat
just
the
don't
round
like
one.
it. I don't like any
You
of
can
them.
go to the gas station and get the dills or whatever, and it's just like one individually wrapped
I've seen
pickle
that.
with juice.
Yeah, and
I
people
used
just
to
bite
eat-
into it.
I used to eat those whole pickles and then drink orange juice.
I don't know about the orange
What?
juice part, but
Did you like Did you ever have the Kool-Aid marinated ones?
Ooh,
No.
I like pickled onions. Love pickled onions.
That's about the only thing
I'm
pickled.
with you there.
Like I don't like olives. Don't like anything pickled other than onions.
I
You don't
haven't-
like kimchi, like the pickled cabbage.
I
stuff?
love kimchi.
It's so good.
A little
Love
bit.
it.
I'm not a big I gotta have kimchi, but maybe on something give it a little
pretty
bit of a
good.
tang. But
Every time I go to eat at the Korean barbecue place, I'm like, bring extra kimchi.
Kimchi, please.
Yeah.
I like the spicy kimchi.
Yeah.
sauerkraut. That's about the only sauerkraut and onions. About the only thing I like pickled.
How in the world did we go down the everything pickled?
We
rabbit
went
hole?
down the whole beet juice.
The beet, yeah, the
Yeah,
beet
got
juice thing.
because back home, like they're pickled, like bright red.
Yeah.
It's a Amish thing. Same way with they do a lot of pickled eggs. Like I don't like pickled
Yeah.
eggs.
Well, that's a big Southern thing too. Is
Yeah.
pickled eggs and pickled chicken feet.
We'll pickle anything.
yeah, pretty
down
much.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if it'll
That
fit
was
in a
always
jar.
It's because it's so hot. We had to figure out how to preserve
no, if
food.
if it fits in a
before
mason jar,
fridge.
we're doing it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just cram it in a mason jar and pickle it, baby.
Never. I was never a fan. Deviled eggs, same way. I'm not a big deviled eggs.
Mm-mm. Just
Oh.
eat an egg.
I like deviled eggs.
No, I can't.
I did an event and they catered it. Place catered. I can't remember the name of it. And they had a Bloody Mary one, and I thought it was gonna be really good, but it was not good.
I don't like
Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary deviled egg.
Like the yolks they mixed with
Bloody Mary
probably,
juice.
Yeah, probably
paprika
horseradish. They could have used more horseradish. It was just kind of weird flavor.
See, that's to me, that goes to show you how disgusting those are.
Oh my god,
It wasn't good.
Because if people have to go to that extreme to try and make it good, it's not good.
I don't think that's why they're doing it. I think they're just trying to add some variety.
Yeah.
Maybe, but
Anyhow, what's next? Snowflakes.
it's still just a disgusting egg.
How are we still talking about food?
I think we're hungry.
I
It's
am
like
hungry
12 o'clock.
because we're a little bit late recording
Yeah.
here. Usually
Yeah.
we're at
Sketch.
10:30 starting. We're at
Yeah,
I
we
don't
are.
know
a
what
little
time
late.
it is.
We're hungry.
It's lunchtime.
Yeah,
Have you ever been to Colorado?
I have not.
No, well, yeah, I flew through it.
I have
Stopped
lots
at
of
Denver.
Lots of friends
So-
who have been there, and I have my cousin lived there, and another friend lived there. So yeah, I've got like people that have been there, but I never actually went.
You know people that have been
He's like, yeah, so,
Well,
you know.
I mean, like
No.
So the answer would be no.
I've heard a lot of things about Colorado.
You took a detour to answer that
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
I watched a movie one time, and I think it was based in
no,
Colorado.
no.
I mean, I was there for 2 hours.
It
in
wasn't
Denver
shot
Airport.
there,
A
but it
layover.
looked like.
Yeah, I had a
No,
layover.
I've been to Colorado.
That was good.
You guys suck.
Let's pick on Tyler Day.
Yeah.
I went to Colorado, and it was about 3 years ago. We flew into Denver, and then we went to Breckenridge. And Breckenridge is several thousand feet elevated above Denver. So you're supposed to technically get acclimated in Denver for a few days and then go up. Well, anyway, we didn't do that. It was pouring snow. This was around my birthday, so it was in January. It was downpouring snow. And we went out to this cabin that was basically in the middle of nowhere. And I had altitude sickness.
Oh, did you?
For the whole time we were there. And we were there for several days. I was like blue. I had blue splotches.
Did you try, like...
We had those cans of air
Yeah.
that you can suck on. If I went up the stairs, I was like about
Out
to
of
pass
breath,
out.
really?
Yeah, it was rough. But yeah, we went there for snowboarding, and so I didn't snowboard, but that's where we saw the moose.
Oh, yeah. I've never been to Colorado. We used to go to Snowshoe for skiing, and I grew up near 3 ski resorts, so they're over there writing love notes and making fun of us for some reason here.
Did you know someone that went skiing one time?
Yeah, one time, and
Yeah.
my sister went out west one time. It's different out there with all the powder
The powder.
snow, fresh snow.
Well, we were talking about donuts earlier, so I figured powdered donuts.
You trying to get sidetracked on food again?
No, it's just I'm hungry.
You know, during the off season at a lot of the ski resorts, you can go mountain biking.
Hey y'all, Tyler here with your real estate tip of the day. When you're buying raw land with the intention of building a structure, you will need to have a soil map drawn. This map must be conducted by a county-approved soil scientist, and it's used to evaluate the type of soil, the soil density, possibility of shifting, and potential for water absorption. Builders need this when considering setting the foundation footing, and in some cases there's too much risk for settling or shifting and you can't build on that land. If you don't have access to a sewer, then you'll need a septic tank and the drain field. If the soil map shows a high possibility of absorption, then the soil map will suffice and you won't have to go any further. If not, the soil scientist will need to do a percolation test. Basically, they dig several holes, fill them with water, and measure how fast the ground can absorb that water. The rate of absorption will determine whether or not you can have a septic system, and in some cases, unfortunately, you can't. If that's the case, the land may not work for your needs. If you have any questions about this, or questions about other real estate topics, let us know over at holler@yarpod.com. I don't know if I would want to do that.
I wouldn't either, but I don't know how to ride a bike. So.
Brent would want to go.
That he does. He goes to. I know he's been to Ober. I can't remember where else.
Back home, they had a
Stabbing
alpine
going on.
slide in the summertime. They would run basically one of those tracked, like the concrete track where you ride. You have the brake, the like little wheeled. I don't know what it would be called, but gravity. But it's called alpine slide.
Gravity.
Yeah.
And wheel, concrete, sled, gravity.
He's just throwing words
And
out
it
there.
was something to do in the summertime at the ski slope.
I mean, I would like to go to Colorado just because that whole place, like the mountains and stuff there, it's beautiful from everything I've seen. Like my cousin used to send pictures all the time. He lived there, so. But no, I've
If
never
you
been.
can appreciate beauty while you're freezing cold, then sure.
I mean, you don't have to go in the dead of winter.
I think they only get warm weather for like 3 months a year or something. I've got a friend that lives out there, and she even said like during the summer you can't go like swimming in the lake or anything like that because it's
Still
just so
too
cold.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, how cold are we really talking? Like 50s, 60s?
If you can
To go swimming though, but
Yeah, I'm just talking about like, not swimming, but during their summer.
yeah,
Yeah, I'd be fine walking around 50 to 60.
yeah, but it's so short.
Like, I'm not going to go swimming, but
Yeah.
I think that's when you go.
Yeah.
I would
don't know.
not want to go right now.
Bugs are horrible. Whenever
Bugs?
yeah, just like you ever see them in Alaska whenever it's springtime.
Oh, yeah.
and all the mosquitoes and stuff that are coming out.
Yeah.
No. Now I don't want to go there.
Yeah, like a ton of bugs in the
Okay.
spring.
No, thank you.
I watched
Just
those.
mark something off my
Yeah,
bucket
Yeah,
list.
marking that one off.
What is it? Life Below Zero and Alone in Alaska and stuff like that. I watched those documentaries and
That sounds terrifying.
yeah. There's a lady that lives in Kavik, which she's by herself in an encampment, only her, nobody else.
You know, those people are so stupid.
And she's like
Just want to be left alone.
she's like 100 and something miles past the Arctic Circle by herself out in the wilderness of
That's so dumb.
yeah.
That is so dumb.
You know the singer Jewel?
Yeah.
Her family's from Alaska.
I mean, I would like to go to Alaska, but I'm
Is
not
that
going
why
to go.
she's so tortured?
Like the Sticks, Alaska.
Yeah,
That makes
that's-
sense.
Her memoir was
Because her teeth
crazy.
were jacked. And they must not have had dentists around there. 'Cause, I mean,
I thought that was a British thing.
well, it kind of looks like a British teeth. She could sing, though. She could belt it. She'll save your soul.
Or take it.
Did you ever do the salt and ice challenge in school?
No.
No, I mean, yes and no. Like I did, but not for long.
He's
'Cause-
like, my friend did.
Yeah. I'm like, here, do this. It's really cool.
What is? I don't know what this is.
So whenever salt and ice, I don't even know the science behind it, but anyway, it can basically cause like frostbite or like a 2nd-degree burn. So in school, a lot of people would put like salt on their skin and then
then
hold
they
an
just
ice
hold ice
cube,
cube to it.
for
Yeah.
as long as they could, and it would burn the crap out of your skin.
So this was not a science project. This was something
No.
kids were doing on their own.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is cool.
Yeah.
What?
Kind of like the old
Yeah.
arm burn thing where you're like,
Well,
Yeah,
that's
do the
an
old
Indian,
Indian-
burn.
Yeah.
This isn't,
Don't call it
this
Indian
isn't
now.
frostbite.
yeah,
Be careful.
yeah.
It's Native American burn.
Burn. How's that different?
It's the same thing.
That's what I say.
I was gonna say. This is how I get canceled.
Let's not get.
Hashtag canceled.
Well, we have our
Do they not want
Native
to be
American
called
right here.
Indians?
No. Are they Indian?
American Indian?
No.
Or they're not American. It's probably worse.
You are riding a thin line, sir.
I mean, I think a lot of people still say Indians,
You know what?
but
That's it.
Do Indians say Indians?
I'm offended.
Or just Cherokee?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't either.
I'm just generally.
You know what? I'm offended now.
Yeah.
You're not even 0%.
I'm offended
it
that
doesn't
you're
matter.
offended.
I'm offended for them. Okay. Okay.
I'm guessing the correct would be Native American.
Yeah,
though.
Native American. Burn.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I
No,
said.
nobody's gonna say that.
I was going to say.
But they don't even
0.
call it. Okay. Anyway,
When we're taking scalps.
I don't know what's happening.
we're now officially canceled. Thanks for listening.
Canceled.
Speaking of controversial topics,
yeah, let's do that.
Snow.
Snow.
isn't
Global
an
warming.
ice age? I was gonna say, isn't an ice age like? What am I trying to say here? Isn't it scarier and worse for the planet than global warming?
Yes, by far.
More threatening.
So the science is that global warming can cause the ice age because that's what they think happened last time.
The-
What?
Well, no. Let's.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, the ice. You have to clarify, all right? Because global warming will melt all the ice caps, which will then start a cycle. So
Yeah.
it's all cyclical, anyways. It's
Yeah.
apparently already.
We've had warming
happening.
and
Didn't we
cooling
have a
a lot.
polar shift this year?
Well, I don't know about that.
I know they've talked about it, but I don't know.
I just know, like, over the course of the Earth's existence, it's just going to come around again. There'll
Yeah.
be another ice age, then there'll be another melting, then there'll be. But
Yeah.
if you're just talking about, like, right now, if we are truly in global warming, it's not worse than an ice age because we're still alive.
Yeah.
Now we're deteriorating our atmosphere and our. And
Well, none
our
of it's
ice caps.
happened overnight.
No.
Other
Yeah.
than when the comet
But
crashed
you can
or whatever.
live through global warming. The chances of living through an ice age is slim to none.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
That's fair.
I mean, we're like 2.5 degrees up since the 70s. Now, I know in the 80s they were talking about ice age because temperatures were dipping for a little bit.
I was going to say we've seen dips in the same thing though. So it's always kind of moving.
But if we truly flood like we're supposed to, they're saying, whether we do or don't.
But that is the beginning. That flood is the beginning of the
it
ice
starts
age.
changing the way the
The ocean current
currents
will
that's what I was gonna
switch.
look.
Oh.
Well, it'll start to overtake the land because the ice, the amount of water we would get from the ice caps fully melting would be catastrophic.
Yeah.
So
that-
it's
That too. The science behind it, though, is like you're adding a ton of fresh water,
yeah.
into
And
the
it
salt
changes
water,
how the-
and it'll redirect the way that and that the global climate is highly affected by those currents, and so if they reverse or change, then it can seriously change things, like the increase in hurricanes and tropical storms and all of that will go.
That will
crazy.
happen quickly once those start going.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So.
And it causes atmospheric pressure to change, which is what they think can trigger the ice age to start. They think that's what happened last time, but who knows? I mean, who was there to watch that stuff happen? Like,
And every time something pops up that we were wrong on this and right on that, I just think technology is getting better to track these things. So I think we're getting better at it.
Yeah.
So
1,000 years from now, though, like the amount of data we'll be able to look back and
Right.
see will be significant. Where now we don't have any of that.
we're so far removed from any of that happening.
Yeah,
Like,
we think that until we wake up tomorrow and you stick your head outside and it's cold.
I
Well,
think we're 20 years.
yeah, but-
from like really changing.
well, they've been saying that for 20 years.
I
We're
think
always 20 years from a point of no return. It's like,
I do think there is a point of no return, but I don't think we can predict when that is.
Yeah.
Well, I've got proof that global warming doesn't exist. Last year,
hit us with it.
Oh
we
my
were in the
gosh.
single digits for those rolling blackouts.
Yeah.
Because we shut
Or
down
was it-
our coal fire.
No, it was the year before, I guess. 2022.
Last 2 years.
Well, they've done it the last 2 years.
since
okay.
since we shut down some of our coal fired.
Right. Because
We've been needing more energy to pick up the slack, and don't have
burning
it.
coal is so bad.
Well, I know when I worked at Denso, because of the massive amount of power, they have their own substation line directly to TVA. And so
I'm sure they did.
during the cold months, there was a lot of times where they would give notice, hey, within an hour's notice, we'll let you know full shutdown. We'd have to stop all machines and step back because we would have to conserve energy for the local public because the plant drew so much power. We would have to shut everything down so that the electricity could go back to the residential places.
Burn, baby, burn.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we're getting a nuclear plant to pick
well,
that up.
the way I've always
Oh.
looked at it is,
10 years away.
to your point, the technology has come so far. Someone is going to invent something that's going to assist or reverse or delay.
We've been saying that
or-
for years.
Isn't that what Bill Gates is working on right now?
I mean, who cares? We'll just leave and go to Mars.
That's what I'm saying. Elon will just pop us on a jet, baby, and we'll be off to Mars.
Pick your
you know?
billionaire.
Yeah.
And
I think I'd
You're
want to
either
go
staying
with
or you're going.
what's his name?
We're going to burn this planet and just go find
What's,
another
what's
one.
the Virgin T-Mobile, the Virgin Mobile guy? What's his name? Richard Brandt.
Yeah.
Richard Brandt. Is that it?
Yeah,
I want to go with that
only-
dude.
I don't think he's popped into space. I think he's skirted.
He's
it.
just done the high atmosphere thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like actually on a jet. He hadn't built a rocket. Has he? I think he's just a
I
jet.
can't remember how that one took off.
I don't know.
It's Bezos and Musk that have the rockets. Yeah.
Yeah, there's Blue Origin.
Blue Origin,
Yes.
yeah.
That's Bezos.
Trump.
And then you got SpaceX, which is
Trump.
yeah, Trump's in space.
Well,
no,
now-
you got
I'm surprised
Musk.
he hasn't gone up yet.
Oh, he's not going up.
I mean, now it's
I would
going to be
no way.
SpaceX is going to be the win for everything going forward.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
He's buddy with Trump, and then also
Yeah.
his one of his really good friends is going to be the head of NASA now. So basically, it's green light everything.
Plus, he
for
catches rockets with
SpaceX.
toothpicks. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
let him cook.
yeah.
Dude's gonna get us there. Just let him cook.
The Mechzilla arms or whatever.
Yeah, that's
he has
crazy
the craziest
stuff.
names for his stuff.
He
too.
does. I
Cracks
love
me
it.
up.
Well, he just makes fun of. I mean,
Yeah.
when he launched the.
Why not though? You know.
Well, no, I totally
would
agree.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like my T-Rex.
Is he going to have to
arms.
step down as CEO though?
No, he's not. He's not going to be a federal employee at all.
It's all free of charge.
Yeah, he won't be a federal. They did that on purpose.
That's how they get around it. Yeah,
He's not employed by the government at all. He's a contractor.
he's a consultant.
We'll see if he keeps trying to pump.
Oh, he'll always pump money into the space thing. That's like his
not
baby.
so much space thing.
Oh,
Pumping
I
up
think he gets bored and he just decides to. I'm
and he
gonna fool
doesn't-
around with this
and
or
he doesn't
that.
care. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know if we've ever had anybody in history that's been able to affect change in the way he has, though, with so much that he's done.
money.
Other than
Yeah.
other than Sir Franklin, Benjamin Franklin.
I mean, like, as far as, like, pushing humanity forward with technology.
I'd say he's up there with like Benjamin Franklin.
He's an alien.
Now, if Nikola Tesla would have not been offed, then
By
God
Ben.
knows where we would have been.
Yeah.
By Sir Ben.
Well, are you feeling generous?
Not really. Never.
No, he's not in a generous mood today.
Me?
I've
Jim?
gathered
Trust
that.
me.
Well, it is warmer today because apparently cold weather can make you feel more
You
generous.
haven't read his notes.
What?
It's like, add another one.
Yeah.
Is he playing
Although-
word bingo or something over there?
It's not good, Todd. It's not good.
Just side notes for later.
Yeah.
Although I don't know that I believe that study though, because people in the South are definitely way nicer than the North.
Yeah.
Oh,
don't-
100%.
I think cold makes people cranky. Why would you want to be generous if you're cold?
All I know is I've been to New York twice, and
Well, New York's not a good.
No,
New York
but-
and Philly are
but-
not a good example
No,
of
no.
nice. Philly
Be fair, though.
throws snowballs at Santa.
be fair though. That
and New York
is
is right there.
when people say the North, up north. That's
That's the largest
the
metropolitan.
go-to. Correct. So I mean that is your largest pool of people, right? So
Go to Pittsburgh and see how friendly
I
people
don't
are.
disagree with that. There's some nice Northerners. When I went to Jersey, they were much nicer than New York, much nicer. Now they were still crazy,
Yeah.
but I mean New Yorkers. When I went to New York, it was brutal. I was sitting there,
They're just
in
in a
awe.
rush.
Yeah, I was in awe of
Although-
everything, and people were just like, "Get out of my way!"
Aren't
just-
Canadians really nice?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
That's a whole nother world.
historically like
That's-
they're supposed to be very, very understanding and
Yeah.
kind of passive.
Yeah.
I would say a majority of them are.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure
don't-
there's some nasty
Until they stay
Canadians
down here for a long time, and then I feel like they
get
converted.
testy.
Yeah.
I've known a
Converted.
few. I've known a few that.
Indoctrinated? Is that what you
Yeah, for lack of better
They get
words,
converted.
But,
Come down
they-
here and get
they
pissed
lo-
all the time, man. It's great.
They lose their convictions.
Yeah. Well, we've all done that.
Well, cold weather does not cause sickness, so Tyler, you don't get to use that as an excuse.
Yeah, I know. I don't. It does, like, it doesn't cause sickness, but it definitely causes your nose to run constantly.
It causes your mucus to
Yeah.
dry up, and it causes
The exact
people to
opposite
stay
of-
indoors more, which is how you spread a lot of
Oh
things.
man, see that's interesting because some of my doctor buddies would argue against that.
Also,
They think the cold
I don't think
specifically.
they would,
Ah,
No, they say
It
that the
weakens
cold
immune system.
specifically weakens your immune system. Which,
but it doesn't actually cause the sick. It's not like
Well,
cold. It's not like if you go out in the cold, then you're going to get sick because you were out in the cold.
Yeah.
No, but
It's
cold.
because-
I think that's where they would debate it. Is cold weather? Cold weather lowers your immune system, therefore you're more susceptible. So
I'll debate it. I'm not a doctor.
yeah.
But
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think it does.
I never thought it did, but when I told my doctor that, he was like, "No." He's like, "It does." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "It weakens your immune system, therefore you're
Is
more
that the first
susceptible."
one,
I was
or
like, okay.
have I cussed earlier?
I think that's it.
Okay. You're writing a lot over there.
Oh, it's just
You
notes
don't
for
want to
y'all
see what
for
he's
later.
writing, okay? Trust me, it's bad. But
It's
I
every
used
time
to, I
Todd
used to say that
cusses.
same thing. I used to say that same thing. Like, cold isn't going to make you sick.
My mama used to always, don't go out. They would wash our jeans and they'd be a little bit damp, and like, hey, you can't wear those outside yet. I'm like,
Yeah, like you're not going to catch a virus from the cold weather.
Yeah.
Correct.
But
It makes you more susceptible.
it can contribute.
And when he said that, I was like, okay, I get it. Like, yes. And being, like, if you walked outside to having just taken a shower in freezing cold temps, probably not a good idea.
well,
But it's not like you're going to catch a cold because of it. Write that down again. All right, underline this.
I really
and-
did not
and
mean to
put
do
Todd
that.
in bold. Oh, Yeah, you're gonna have a rough day, buddy.
That's only 2 within.
Speaking of Todd won. Todd won the weight loss challenge.
Oh yeah.
We had going on. So before Thanksgiving, so you said I lost 4 pounds in like about 5 weeks. You said you lost 10.
Yep.
That's so annoying.
I gained 3. Does that count?
Did y'all not handicap that though? Because
Yeah, it was 2 to 1.
Yeah, it was 2 to 1.
So, but
Okay.
I still won.
Did
So
you
really,
use
I-
the cold plunge at all?
No, did not.
You should have.
I was just saying,
I'm
you
afraid
better
I'll die.
You better have
That's
handicapped
true.
that because that wouldn't be
Yeah,
fair if it was straight
2
up.
to 1. Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I said I have more to lose.
Yeah,
so.
for every.
No,
we
I
did
just mean male to female too.
Yeah,
Like it's,
but I mean, I had more to lose.
I should have
so.
gotten an extra handicap.
you should have. It's very difficult for women to lose weight compared to men.
We did the
2 to 1.
body weight percentage.
I just had more to 1.
He said 2 to 1.
We'll call it die.
Yeah, we weren't going to get out the calculator and go, okay.
Well, I told you my story. I weighed myself and I was like, I lost 10 pounds. That doesn't seem right. Took the battery out, put it back in. I was like, oh, I gained 3 pounds.
You should just take take the win. You know, it's like,
I know. I was looking at it and I was like, do I look like I lost
You're
10
like,
pounds?
but my clothes are fitting a little tighter.
Yeah, that's.
But I lost 10.
like
What?
the old someone standing behind you.
That's when you
foot
say.
on it.
That's when you say, "Oh, I must put it on in muscle."
Yeah,
was all
I
muscle.
I was like, something seems a little off here. Let me reset that thing. And I
Yeah,
was like,
you just take that win. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
So then your net gain was actually 13 pounds. You're like, no.
Yeah. I was
You're
like,
not only did I not lose 10, but I gained 3. Oh no.
yeah. Well,
See, I'm using the excuse of body recomposition. I'm saying that I maybe put on some muscle.
See, there,
So-
that's what I'm saying.
yeah. No.
No. No.
I just watched what I ate, but
Well, that's what I was planning on doing.
Y'all chose the worst.
I know it
time.
wasn't
Yeah.
very.
In the
Again, it wasn't very
calendar.
smart. 'cause
Pre-Thanksgiving.
That's like the worst time.
I had like
But you're
How
not.
many
It's not like
Friendsgivings did you
Thanksgiving
have?
Day.
No, but like Todd.
well, before that was
Oh, Todd has friends.
Yeah, I was just saying we don't have friends, so we don't go to Friendsgivings. But Todd is the social butterfly, so he probably had like 4 parties before
He was
Thanksgiving.
flitting around
I
everywhere.
had another one the other
That's
day.
that's impressive to lose 10
Yeah.
around Friendsgiving.
He was doing meal prep too. I don't know if he stuck to it, but I remember him putting pictures of all the stuff he was sticking in the freezer.
I did.
Yeah, it's hard to lose weight with
Did you
Becky.
stop
okay?
making the bread?
Yeah, I was going to give up on sourdough because last
stop
3
making
batches
that
have been horrible. But I was just doing 1 loaf a week.
Well, Becky cooks cakes like every week for somebody's birthday, and they're just the best thing ever. And I was trying to say no, and Zoe was like, "This is the best cake ever. You have to go eat it." And so then I had to go and eat it.
Yeah, you can't come in here
The cake
on
was
a
good.
diet. It's
Yeah,
like
it was good
You
yesterday.
got to walk
too.
in with like blinders on and not be able to see anything because we've got cupcakes, cake, donuts.
I know.
mean,
I'm thinking about
candy
those
bowls.
donuts now.
There's beer in the fridge too.
And and there's beer.
I'll be back.
Tyler's like, I need one.
We should have
Actually,
started pounding beers.
we should had. I mean, it's a little early, and my stomach's empty, but that's perfect time.
We still got to do that episode.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do need to schedule the bourbon knot with the guys
The speakeasy night.
because Brittany's not allowed to that one because it'll get a little wild.
That's
Probably why she should be there. To,
If she's there,
Referee.
I guarantee you none of us can keep up with her drinking.
Oh, hush.
she's got to drink whiskey though. She might drink some
I'd give it to her.
old-fashions.
Like I have no doubt.
She is a bad influence because when I go places with her, she's like, "Drink, come on."
But she doesn't. But she doesn't drink. What is that?
I just want to stand near somebody.
Yeah, social smoker.
Oh, I will. Oh, yes,
miss
I will
smoking.
stand by
I
somebody
miss-
that's smoking. I'm right there. I'm like, hey, man.
I miss it.
Like I'll introduce. Can you blow that on my face, please? Like,
Shotgun me.
Kiss
Yeah,
me on the
seriously.
exactly. Kiss me on the lips.
like I specifically move into people's jet stream when they are outside smoking. I'll like position myself.
You
where
must
I'm
love
downwind.
walking into Walmart.
I don't go to Walmart.
We
I can't.
We need to get the hookup that we got to add a phone call in so that next time Lakin calls you, we can just patch her into the podcast.
Yeah, we've got the hookup thing.
I know we've
we
got
just
it.
have to set it
somewhere.
up.
Yeah, we need to figure that
We
out.
need to call people.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
That would be cool to just call a person and get them involved.
Just hang up on them.
No.
Not 800
Refrigerator
numbers.
running.
Oh my god.
We're gonna prank call people. Yeah, right there. Yeah.
I can't wait to see this notepad.
You don't, and you won't ever see it.
I can read upside down, by the way.
Tyler can barely read right side up.
I can't read my own handwriting, so
Well, I think that's been a good episode.
We talked about everything but the cold.
Yeah. I figured we would focus more on weather in the South and how Tennessee's weather is literally 21 day and 70 the next, because that's kind of how we are. We were 17 degrees the other night. 3 days later, it's 70 degrees today. So,
Well, there it is in a nutshell.
on the eastern side of Tennessee is where I think 7 out of the top 10 records for like coldest temperatures has been in like Johnson City, Knoxville, like whatever. It's all on the eastern side.
so strange.
For Tennessee? Like for the state of Tennessee, or are you saying ever?
For the state of Tennessee, the eastern side is the coldest.
Yeah, this
Oh, I
is,
That's
would
where
see
all the
that. Yeah,
records
because we
have
got the
been.
mountains.
yeah, this is not Antarctica. We're not.
Yeah, it was like,
anywhere.
Well, I feel like
wait a
when
second.
storms come from that way, though,
I was like,
it's
let's
gonna be
clarify
worse
what's going
than
on here.
when it comes from the west.
Plus, we got the mountains, man.
Yeah.
You go up there, it
But
gets
we're
cold.
not in the mountain. It hits us before usually it hits the mountains.
Yeah, we're in the valley.
The
Mount
valet.
LeConte probably has the record, I bet.
Huh?
Said probably Mount LeConte has the record probably for the coldest.
I don't know.
You're exactly right. I think
Does
it's the record for
What's the highest
Snow.
peak we got?
and I'm pretty sure it's I don't know where the
She's like,
record for the coldest was,
I
but
was
it was
being obvious.
She's like, oh, you're exactly right.
But it's funny how much the weather used to not bother me. When I used to go skiing, the only thing I would wear was a turtleneck, flannel,
blue jeans.
and a powder jacket. Like I didn't wear a down-filled like a big jacket.
I
That's
thought
all
this
I would
episode
wear.
was over.
I know you get on to us for pointing and stuff, and then you're
I was pointing at the snow. The cold didn't bother me. Now the cold bothers me.
Lead us out again.
Okay,
I thought this
Elsa.
one was over.
Yeah.
We're firing it back up again. It'll never end.
I feel like we missed something.
yeah. We did a
We
call
did
to
miss
action.
something.
We missed your
Don't
skiing
forget
outfit.
to rate, review, and subscribe. Leave some comments and email us and join us next week.
And I know Todd has been saying that a lot of people are taking his side, so let's change that.
They're smart viewers.
All right. Well, see you guys.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. If you or someone you know is thinking about buying or selling real estate in East Tennessee, email us at holler@yarpod.com. You can also reach Brittany Hawkins at 423-270-9572, Todd Huber at 865-456-0101, Tyler Letner at 865-816-0076, and Nick Cantey at 865-250-5167. Our office at Wallace Real Estate can be reached at 865-584-4000. Make sure to ask for YARPod. See y'all next week.